What's up, YouTubers? Johnny DIY here. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to change out the ball joints on your Toyota Highlander. If you guys are new to this channel, please consider subscribing and click the bell so you can get all my new videos. Alright, so this is the ball joint on this car. First thing we'll do is go ahead and put the emergency brake on good and tight. Then we'll go ahead and chock our back wheels. Then let's go ahead and break loose all of our lug nuts. There we go. Then let's go ahead and jack up both wheels off the front ground and put it up on jack stands. Now let's go ahead and take the wheel off. And I like to slide it underneath the car for extra protection. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and turn the wheel all the way to the opposite side of the car we are working on. That'll make things easier to get to. Alright, let's go back around to the ball joint. It is right here. There is a nut on the top, and then there are 2 nuts underneath and 1 bolt. These are all 317, and this one's I think a 19. As you can see, the boot blew out and the grease is all coming out, so it's just a matter of time before it fails. So we'll go ahead and first start by removing this cotter pin on the top. So we'll go ahead and bend it, and then we'll just hit it out. Okay, now once we got that cotter pin out, let's go ahead and loosen up the bolts. We'll go ahead and loosen up this 19 right here. Just go ahead and put a wrench on it, and then you can hit it with your hammer. Then we'll go ahead and loosen up these 317s on the bottom. You need a breaker bar for these. We'll take all these off. Once we've got it all loosened up, we'll put our pry bar in between the control arm and the ball joint, and we will pry it apart like that. Okay, now it's just hanging in by the taper. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit it with our hammer right on the knuckle right here to try and break that taper loose, unless you've got like a ball joint press. Let me go ahead and heat that knuckle up with a little propane to help make the metal expand. I'll just heat it up for a minute. When it's good and hot, give it a couple taps. There we go. So it just breaks the taper. Now I can loosen that top bolt all the way off. Careful, it'll be hot. The whole thing should come off. There we go. Alright, so here's our old blown out ball joint. Alright, so here's our new ball joint. It is a sealed ball joint, so there's no Zerk fitting to grease. And these are directional, so this is a left one indicated right here for the driver's side. It's different than the passenger side. And I recommend going ahead and getting a quality front end suspension part like this. You don't want to chintz out on this. I like these Moog problem solvers. I'll go ahead and put some links in the description, guys. We'll go ahead and take this nut off. It comes with a new lock top nut, so we don't need a cotter pin for this. Alright, so we'll go ahead and slip the new one on from the bottom first. Wiggle it into place. We'll start that new lock nut on top. Now we'll go ahead and pry that lower control arm down and lift up on the knuckle to get those bolts in through the control arm. Oh, there we go. Now I'll go ahead and thread those 317mm bolts on the bottom of the ball joint. Then we'll snug all 3 down good and tight. Then we're going to go ahead and torque all 3 of them down to 94 foot-pounds. Don't want these babies falling off. Okay, now this top one, we can't really get a torque wrench on there, but it's spec'd to 91 foot-pounds, so you're going to need to tighten it pretty much as tight as you can. There we go. Alright, now it's always a good idea to go ahead and wipe down your rotors after doing front end work with a clean rag and maybe some alcohol or brake clean. Make sure you get off all the grease on the front and back. Alright, now we can go ahead and put our wheels back on. Put the lugs on, tighten them down. Then once it's down off jack stands, make sure you torque down the lugs real good and tight to spec. And that's it, guys. Alright guys, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new, subscribe and click the bell so you can get all my new videos. Alright guys, thanks for watching Johnny DIY. I hope you enjoyed this. Keep on doing yourself. Take care.